So the best way to describe the structures and processes at Innisfail High is a layered collaborative structure. And that's a terminology I use when I talk to staff, other admin, or anybody that asks about it. And what that involves is really three different levels, starting with collaborative team meetings, which happen monthly for teachers. So they get an hour every month to have a typical collaborative team meeting. We follow common norms, the same agenda for every team for every month, and then we go through celebrations and talk about key issues. And towards the end of that, staff have about 5 or 10 minutes to flag students that they're still struggling with. They've tried tier 1 supports, tier 2 supports, and they're looking for a bit of extra help. And then that's when those students get kind of bumped to our next level of collaboration, which is something we call at Innisfail High. We call it a SWAT meeting. It stands for Student Wellness Action Team. So what that is, it's actually not a smaller group, it's a different group of people. So it involves both administrators, our inclusive ed coordinator, our career counselor, our RCMP school resource officer, and our family wellness person, who we all get together every Monday. So this meeting happens weekly. And often the conversation is around students with social emotional needs, students that are at risk of graduating or not graduating, I should say. And sometimes things like attendance. So it's when teachers have kind of exhausted their list, their tier 1, their tier 2, and they're looking for extra help. We'll dive a bit deeper. And it's a different group of people, and sometimes perspectives are a bit different. Now, after that, as needed, we have something called a case conference meeting. So that's when we feel as a school, we've exhausted our list and we need external support. So that's when we would reach out to division office. Sometimes we would invite parents, sometimes we would invite addiction counselors, RCMP, and things like that. And those meetings don't happen very often, but when they do, they can be have quite an impact on student success. So it's very layered, and at each process, I have a really good diagram that I show people that shows that flagging happens so students can move up and down between the different layers of collaboration, that they're not stuck in one or the other. They move up and down depending on their need. It seems to work really well.